Alright folks, how we doing? It's Adam Hundley here again with the Tree of Liberty Digest, and coming at you with an update on the DIY for the face cam, body mount face cam. I am indeed hands-free. You'll notice a little bit of a wobble. I think this is more meant to do like face-to-face talk or to do things right in front of you that allow you to show the camera what you're doing. And get some adjustments going on here. This is, again, just wire coat hangers, so adjustments can be easily made. If you want to film a little bit of what's going on behind you, it can be done. It just depends on the amount of patience that you put into building it, and quality control and things like that. So I'll go ahead and pull the camera off the mount and show you what I've got going on. So these are the necks of the coat hangers, and these are the hooks that would hang on your closet bar. So I went ahead and I bent them out towards each other, and notice I continued the bend on these. On this one I didn't. I bent the opposite way. You can see it's coming loose a little bit. So take care to make sure that if you're going to twist this like I did further, like these are all original twists, but I wrapped around following the twist on this side, and it's holding together. On this side I wrapped the opposite direction of the twist, and it started to come apart a little bit. No big deal. These loops just hold the corner. Sorry for my hand. Temporary, I promise. Okay. So those loops seat my phone case. Sorry, that goes right over that. And then the case sits right in them loops. So if you look at it from the front, it sort of hugs it. And if you walk too hard and it comes loose, the OtterBox clip is really good about holding on even if it comes open. I have that little groove in there. So what I did is I stuck my OtterBox case in there like so, and I go ahead and just drop my phone in there. And I'm using the front facing camera right now, so this video might not be in HD. My front camera doesn't support HD, so this is all you're gonna get, I guess. This is a video about the face camera, so maybe you want to just call somebody on Messenger and talk to them, or FaceTime them, or whatever app you use. But you want to be able to do your hands still, be hands-free. You can sit there and walk all over your house and talk to your friends on FaceTime. So here's an idea for you. Maybe you don't want to use it in the field, or maybe you don't want to try to produce content with it. You could still use it to call your mom and stand there and do the dishes and be looking, you know, and being able to see her still. My son believes it's a wonderful idea. But I'll go ahead and show you a little bit about how I have it strapped to my body. You'll notice, aside from looking like a top shelf gimp, I have two sets of suspenders on. Now, the suspenders on the inside, I have them strapped, crossed over to my belt. Sorry about that, folks. I am sometimes just not containable. So, these cross one another and go over where the wire hangers cross over. And then this belt keeps that close to my body. This helps reduce the shakiness a little bit. The fact that they're hangers and it bounces real easy is the main source, but that could be braced with something that goes from here to here. And I might indeed do something like that. I'm not sure yet. But if it didn't move up and down so much, it'd be real high quality, like, you know. Anyway, so the outer suspenders cover the outside. As you can see, it runs underneath. So realistically, it doesn't matter how you run these hangers, as long as what you do works. But just to make it a little bit more clear, these are the hooks, and I wound them together. The necks come down and they go apart. So if you can imagine, I just took them hangers and bent them out, formed them to my body here, and then bent them up so that they would point towards my head. And then I took all the available strapping that I had and covered the hangers so that it hugged my body. I just like to be held, that's all. Yeah, I got some mantis. Holy shit. Anyway, so here's a quick do-it-yourself if you wanted to film in a certain style. Alright, so just for a little bit of clarity, starting to take my gear off, but you can see how the inside of each coat hanger crosses over and then goes back over onto the outside. When I run these suspenders through, I just take them right through the middle, both of them, and crisscross. So this one comes over here and this one comes over here, and that helps to stabilize it a little bit. And then I just come through later and throw the belt over top and lash it down so that it, now this is suspended by the suspenders, but this holds it tight against my chest. So and then, yeah, and it's a pain because I have to put my suspenders on and take them off just to put this unit on here. So the other side comes off. And we're free. So yeah, just hugs right here, sort of like an upside down wire for a bra. But it all sits right there and the magic happens. So yeah, you might come in my house and see this hanging up on my wall and think, is that your idea of art? Well, no. It's more like the brush that makes the art. Alright, YouTube. So here's an extra bonus DIY. I'm going to show you how I do my chest-mounted videos. Not like last week's fire start atrocity where I had it flopping and bouncing everywhere. For those of you that stuck through to the end, I really appreciate it. But I feel like it was good footage, even though it was shot poorly. But let me show you what I'm doing to make up for that. This came with one of my Army issue packs. I'm not entirely sure what this clip is called, but somebody out there I'm sure does know, and if you do, drop a name in the comments. So I'm going to use this little handy clip today and show you how I mount my chest cam. So I went ahead and slid it over one of my suspender straps. Just comes right in, slight angle, pops right over. Take that and bring it over to my other, and then seal the clip. Open, closed. Okay, so Now we got the X going on here. What we're gonna do is bring these suspenders up now, unhook them, and cross them over the X one more time. Alright, guys and gals and everyone else in between, I'm going to be just having the camera open on my laptop to try and give you guys a better idea about like what it is I'm trying to show you. But since I have to have my phone to do the recording, this is how we're going to have to do it. So I have my case hooked to the bottom pair of suspenders. So I think you can see it right now. I'm just going to go ahead and slide that in behind there. So this is sitting on my chest, Iron Man style. You can see it goes right there behind that clip. So now I'm going to turn you around, put you on there. You should be able to see what it looks like. Now I'm going to take my suspenders, which I had crossed over, and put them over top the camera like such. So now I can move around, and when I stop moving or when I step hard, it's not necessarily shaking the camera to the point where you don't want to watch anymore. I can even jump up and down, and I bet you that stayed in shot pretty well. Now if I want to shoot downward a little bit like such, all I got to do is take something and stuff in there behind it like so, just to point it down a little bit. So it naturally sort of points up. And I mean, here is an old homemade wool mitten. So we take the mitten and we just stuff it right behind there. And now it points down at a more reasonable angle. So now this is how I get my HD footage from the chest. So I can go and walk wherever I want. So there's your bonus DIY tip for today. So maybe some of you can start employing these techniques if you feel like you're not doing as good a job as you think you could be doing. And it's what we're all about here, is helping one another succeed. Alright folks, testing out my body cam, the homemade body cam. Take Max for a walk. Come on, Max. Got Max along here with me today. Try and face the sunlight, that way you guys can see me a little bit better. So this is something maybe you guys can do if you have a little bit of creativity up in your noggin, but you don't quite understand how you want to do it. This is a good way. A couple of them old wire coat hangers bent to hug your body and stick out a little bit. You just make a platform, put your phone on it, Use bungee cords and straps and zip ties if you have to. Can't cut them corners if you want good looking content. Yeah, maybe we'll just kind of make our way back to the house. Got a little bit of footage in, another little DIY hack you guys can help use to improve your videos, your content anyway. So, come on, Max.